Hot 97, our very own rep in the Bronx.
Yes. I'm here.
What's up, Tiffany? What's up, boo?
How are you? I'm glad you have me here today.
Okay, so for a lot of people who are just watching, trying to figure out what's going on, Tiffany Reid, you are part of the new Cosmo reality show.
Yes. Called So Cosmo, and it's on E!
You've been working in this industry for a very long time.
Yeah, I've started like straight out of college. I actually was interning when I was in college. I went to school in Philly and traveled back and forth, like snuck and did my internships in fashion because that's how bad I wanted to be in that world.
Do you feel like it's, I don't know, kind of annoying to have the cameras around and everything? Because this is actually your career.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a reality star. You know what I mean?
So it's like me doing my normal job and then on top of that having to manage this production team like as well. It's crazy. But it's so in a weird way you start to get used to it.
Right.
You start to become friends with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Now, what is the premises of the show? Because people might not understand, like, why would I want to watch a show about Cosmo? Which, by the way, is like the biggest magazine in the world.
Yeah, it's the number one woman selling magazine like in the world, not just in the States, which is pretty major.
That's huge.
It basically follows our lives around, mostly office stuff, but then it starts to trickle into some office romance. They follow me to Milan for Fashion Week, so there's a lot of insider stuff. Yeah. They follow us on our celebrity cover shoots. Like the first episode, they followed us to see Ruby Rose. She's our March cover
we saw
girl.
That.
Love her. I have a big girl crush on her.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like if you're interested in fashion or magazine or moving to New York or just what it's like to be in this world, definitely something you should tune into.
That is so awesome. Now, we were seeing basically Joanna got promoted to even a bigger position.
Yeah, Joanna's in charge of all the Hearst books. So Elle, Bazaar, all of that. She's such a boss and like still wants to be our mentor, so it's pretty major to have her on your side.
Rare.
Yeah,
in this industry,
definitely.
I'm sure in fashion world, that's rare as well, right?
Completely. It's interesting. This episode actually, I was going through. You'll see my struggle with my like management style because I can be a bit tough on my team,
right?
And so Joanna and I have a serious discussion, and she's like, as a woman, the more successful you are, the least liked you happen to be. So you just have to learn to get over it.
Yeah. Gosh, just part of the game.
Yeah.
It's tough. I felt like Steven was a bit hard on Deandra. Am I saying her name right?
Yes, her name is Deandra.
I felt like he really does not like her. They made it clear in these two episodes.
Well, they love to, emphasize the things that you maybe don't want to talk about. But you have to understand their dynamic. Steven is a director and he's worked very hard and is the boss, and Deandra is a very junior staffer, and so he is just like making sure everybody knows their place and putting in equal amount of work. He's very serious and he doesn't take any bullshit.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
Especially when this isn't a reality show just on reality people. This is like a career, like we said. Like, especially when you've worked so hard your whole life, you've committed so much. You want to feel like everybody's on the same page.
And it's scary because you work so hard and you built a name for yourself, and then you're like, shit, am I now going to be taken as a reality show star?
Exactly.
Like,
do you worry about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And there was a lot of hesitation in the beginning for me, and I know a lot of my other like castmates, we didn't want us to be taken as a joke. So we're very careful about the things that we say and how we acted when the cameras were watching. But they caught me so many times already where I'm like, oh man, I don't remember you being around when I said that.
What is your specific role with Cosmo so people clearly understand?
Yes. So I am the senior fashion market editor. Okay. So my job is I have relationships with the luxury market because I worked at high-end magazines before in the past. I've been at Allure, I worked under Paul Cavaco, I worked at W, worked at InStyle. So my job is to get the clothing in for the photo shoots. So when there's a celebrity on the cover, if it's something that's within my relationships, I'm the one calling the Alexander Wing and telling them that we have Ruby Rose on the cover. Will you give us this look from your spring show?
Beautiful.
So that's my job, is to know the designers, know their publicists, get the clothing in, but also know what the trends are, what the best pieces are, and what makes sense for the celebrity that we're shooting.
Do people hire you as well for styling? Or is that not something you...
It's interesting. It's not really my interest, but the more I've been in this world, the more I've been recruited to do it.
I feel like that would happen.
Yeah. So I help friends out every now and then. I have friends who are like, in the industry and different platforms and music and stuff. So I think the more I'm in it, I'm actually starting to enjoy it. But that was not my original plan.
Really?
No.
Well, we do have some trends to look at. We're going to get that ready when Kathy gives me the thumbs up. Okay. Oh, we're ready. Okay. So now, Tiffany, I want you to help me and tell me if you're feeling a look, not feeling a look, and talk about some trends that we need to be up on. Okay.
Got it.
So let's see the first picture. This is all from the Grammys. What did you think about Adele's look?
I loved it.
Okay.
The army green, I think, was unexpected for her because she's such a strong personality, but then soft and feminine. So I like the play of both, where like it's the lace and like the fringe. Thought it was beautiful.
Got it. Okay, next photo.
That is my favorite.
Oh, CeeLo.
Because there's so many memes that were made from it.
Yes.
So it's entertaining to say the least.
Yes. I didn't know what to expect. Was that a mask? Do you know if that was like an actual?
I don't know, but it looks like it. I wonder if it's just one sheet that you just like.
It looks like one sheet, which I guess is convenient. That's the pro in this. It's convenient. All right, next photo. What did you think about Rihanna?
I mean, she never does wrong, ever.
Ever.
It's like, how can you be so flawless?
It's Rihanna.
Yeah.
That is Rihanna for you. Okay, next one. What did you think?
Obsessed with her. When I first saw this look, I was like, oh, maybe that's too much. And I was like, no, I love it. Like, I think it's well done. Nothing came out of place.
And it's so funny that you say that because people felt a certain way.
I know.
About Halsey. They were like,
I was into it. I
really?
mean, who doesn't want to wear a pajama look outside?
Listen, it reminds me of TLC days. You know, I'm not mad at it. The creep video.
The body's good. The face
her boobs
is good.
are amazing.
Yeah, it's like, I think it was great.
It's probably because I can't pull it off.
I could never.
She's beautiful in it. Okay, let's see the next one. J-Lo.
I like the color.
You're not a fan of the dress?
I like the color. No, J-Lo, she's my favorite. I think she's beautiful. The slit on the side, amazing. I think she pulled it off. Again, I don't think I could do it, but she pulled it off.
The ruffle at the top. It looks like it's itchy.
That would just give me like too much.
It would give me a rash. Yeah. That's what would happen.
But she's still doing her thing. Okay. Did you see her the next day?
J-Lo is J-Lo. Like, that's why she's getting all these 20-year-olds like just boom under her, because look at this.
I'm not mad at it.
Nope. Next one. What did you think about this?
Well, I didn't understand what the statement that was being made was.
Right.
And I didn't do the research to find out where she was coming from.
Right.
So
that's a big statement.
Yeah.
I guess I would have to know, and I would have, because I tried to figure out who she was, and I guess she was not nominated. So that made me feel like, okay, maybe you're just doing this for a little attention.
Well, there's no way you are not doing that for attention.
All right, next one.
I
love Katy
I love her.
Perry.
Her blonde hair is amazing. She actually was around during Fashion Week, and in person it's just so fresh to see her with this hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Obsessed with it.
It's good.
And you know what? I love her with dark hair, but this blonde, she killed it.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised about, because sometimes, I don't know, I feel like people who have dark hair, it's hard for them to go super blonde like that.
Yeah.
All right,
I love everything about the look. The only thing I would have done is cut the skirt a little shorter, but that's me because I like to be a little bit more sexy.
But that's because you have nice legs, so it's fine.
Yeah. More legs the better.
All right, next photo. What did you think of Gaga?
I mean, Gaga's insane in her own right, and she owns it, and like nobody can tell her shit about it.
Nah. And her under boobs look beautiful right there.
Again, a look that would not be happening.
All right, let's see the next one.
I love her.
Solange is amazing.
Yeah. It's like the things that you think someone would not be able to pull out, she does it, and she's like, say something to me about it.
Yeah.
And no one will.
Look at her. She's got that eye.
Yeah.
Like, don't play with me.
Yeah, try me. Try me.
All right, and next one. Taraji. I love Taraji.
Her attitude is great. Like, the body is good. Like, everything.
Her toes are right. I wouldn't have been able to pull off this dress, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But Taraji, and you know what I just love about her? She's so appreciative about life, which I feel like, I don't know, maybe in my head, I just feel like it sometimes goes with how they look, right? They're glowing.
Yeah.
They're happy to be somewhere. Now, if you saw someone that you're friends with wearing something a bit... would you be like, hey, you're not going out like that?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Okay,
if I'm with you before we head out, I'm telling you for sure. If we're already out, I might just like pull you to the side or like be low about it, but you're not, I can't keep it in.
Okay, so now, you can't, of course, you're a good friend. So now the show, So Cosmo on E, let's talk about some trends before I let you go. What are some things that we should be doing for this season?
So, well, right now I'm in fall mode because we just got off of New York Fashion Week, but I'm going to reset to spring again. So I would say denim on denim is a huge thing. There's so many, like right now, people are wearing like all this like street style inspired, which I have a love-hate relationship for, because I love the idea and I think it's beautiful that people are going to the streets and like hip hop culture to like pull their fashion sense. But I also think it needs to be done well in a way where it's not like cultural appropriation. And so
thank you for saying that.
No, that's how I feel. But that's a huge trend and I love when it's executed the right way.
Right. I think that's so important to hear that from you because, we never know when we're looking at Cosmo or other magazines, like, are they friendly to women of color? Mm-hmm. Do they actually care about us out here? But the fact that you're there and you said that gives me hope.
Yeah.
And it's important.
And you'll see as you watch the season, there's some struggles with me and dealing with being a woman of color in this industry. And it's an interesting story.
Oh, gosh. So Cosmo on E. Make sure you watch it. This is so important.
Please do. Give me feedback, live tweet me, send me messages, all of that good stuff.
Hey, I love it. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much for having me. It was great. And you look beautiful, by the way.
Oh, my gosh. Shout out to Carla and Lino. Thank you so much.